What is a Prison Care Compassion Team? Prison Care Compassion Team is simply a group of people who have decided that they want to learn more and that they want to do simple, practical things that will support positive prison culture inside a single facility that they've chosen to support. Maybe this is a group that forms on a college campus, students who are looking to do service, students who are interested in criminal justice, in sociology. There can be all sorts of ways that this can fit with the university campus. Maybe this is a veterans group. There are a lot of vets who are incarcerated, and maybe this is a group of veterans who have decided to do something for the folks on the inside. Maybe this is a church group, and they don't have the resources or the interest in doing a more traditional prison ministry where people have to get background checked and trained and go inside the facility, but they want to do something. There could be any number of groups of people, just a community group that meets at the library once a month. But it's a group of people who say, we want to learn and we want to do something to make a positive difference. And then the team chooses a specific facility. Maybe it's the prison that is geographically closest to you. Or maybe one of you has a loved one who is a corrections officer or a warden or a case manager in that facility. Or maybe one of you has a loved one who is incarcerated and serving their sentence in that facility. Maybe you just pick it randomly. That's okay too. But you choose one facility because your team is going to actually begin cultivating relationships with the people behind the fence. This is not about a cause, because our interest in causes and our ability to support them, that ebbs and flows. Sometimes we're really, really, really invested, and sometimes life has just really got us thinking about other things. But once we have relationships with people, that's different than just a commitment to a cause. Even when a season of life is too busy for us to be doing a whole lot, we're still thinking about those people. If we're people of faith, we're still praying for them. If we're letter writers, we're still dropping a quick note or sending a little postcard in, even if we don't have time to write a full-on letter. Once we have relationships with people, we are committed, we are connected. And that is at the heart of supporting positive prison culture. It's connecting folks on the inside with folks on the outside. A prison care compassion team may decide to do any number of things. Some of the basics that a lot of our teams choose to give a try are letter writing to residents. There are a lot of ways to be a pen pal, encourager, friend, and mentor. And it's a whole lot more than just what a lot of the pen pal companies that are out there where prison inmates can pay to be connected with some pen pals. And it's entirely different when you are connected to a specific facility that you've chosen to support, and when you are writing letters to someone who's incarcerated and you are offering genuine friendship to them. You're getting to know them, you're sharing things about your life with them, and you're encouraging them to do what they can do from the inside, which is quite a lot, to reduce the toxicity and to improve the culture in the facility. So you may write letters. If you're a person of faith, you can certainly pray. You may arrange for appreciation events within the community for the corrections officers and the staff at the prison. We do that for all sorts of other law enforcement officers, but we don't really do it for corrections officers. So why not host an appreciation event? There are so many other things that can be done as well, but an awful lot of it comes down to educating yourself about the specific facility and about the needs of the people within it. And then you keep it flexible. It starts personal, it stays personal, it needs to be flexible. If people are going to stay involved for the long haul, if they're going to form relationships and stick with them and stay invested in them, then they have to recognize that life is going to throw curveballs. Sometimes you're going to have lots of hours to put into prison care, and sometimes you're going to have very few at all. And that needs to be okay. As long as you have one point person for your compassion team who is willing to sort of be the touch point with the facility when major things are going on there, to share that information with others on the team, and then to see to it that your team is meeting, I don't know, once a month, maybe. Every week is probably way too much. Let's be realistic. But just gather together periodically, share your experiences, things that you're learning from your pen pals, ideas that you have for supporting staff, and put your heads together and see what creative, out-of-the-box ideas you can come up with to be a support to your facility. Now, there are lots and lots of specific ideas in the resources at prisoncare.org, but this video is just to give you a little bit of a taste of what does a prison care compassion team look like. The first team that I was ever a part of ended up being about 12 people. And about 4 or 5 of us loved to write letters. The others did not, and that's okay. We found ways to do CO appreciation events, even though we weren't in the same part of the country as the facility that we had chosen to sort of adopt, for lack of a better word. And we were able to do what we were able to do. But we didn't have to commit to sending a team in on the first Tuesday of every month to run a GED class, or to teach 7 habits of highly effective people, or to hold a worship service. We didn't have that kind of commitment required. There were no background checks. People who were formerly incarcerated were able to be involved, whereas that's not the case when you're sending a team inside a facility. We kept it flexible. So by keeping it personal and keeping it flexible, you will find that your prison care compassion team has longevity and actually does make a positive impact. Give it a try. And if you're not sure you're ready to give it a try yet, well, at least get some more information. PrisonCare.org has lots and lots of resources, and check out the Prison Care podcast as well. You'll learn things, you'll ask questions, you'll get creative brain blasts, and who knows, maybe you're ready to start a prison care compassion team. I'm Sabrina Justison, the founder of Prison Care Incorporated, and I just want to thank you for caring.